Hello, everyone. Welcome. Good evening, or good night, or good morning, depending on where you're watching. Welcome to the second episode of the Howling Mists Scattered Saga. Thank you so much for joining us as we continue to go through this journey that is the Curse of Strahd campaign. We are Scattered Sagas. We are, streaming since last week, so that's. This is the second week. So if you are new here and if you notice there's things that are a bit strange, we're still figuring it out. We literally had something that we wanted to introduce new for this stream, and then it kind of all fell apart 5 minutes before we went live. So that's also why we were a bit late. But everything is fine. Everything will just keep getting better. Yes, so I will pass it on and introduce the wonderful, wonderful players that are part of this campaign. I'll start with myself. I am Simao. I am playing the Dungeon Master. I am playing Strahd. I am playing all the NPCs. So you will hear a lot from me. So yes, I'm passing it on to Stick, I guess.
Hello, I am Stick and I play Keys, which is our resident fighter, which is, as I said the other time, just as dead inside and outside as I am. I'm gonna make it a catchphrase.
Yeah, I'm Odrada and I'll be playing Rika, the ranger of the party.
And as for me, my name is Afonso, and I'm playing a public relations wizard. Yes, and I'm starting a podcast, probably, as a character. But that's it.
And also,
For now.
Running the whole stream.
Yes, and all of that. So enjoy.
Yes.
I hope.
Something that I wanted to put out there that I forgot about doing last time, so I made a note to not forget to do this time, is just to say, hey, Curse of Strahd is a horror campaign. So there will be some themes, particularly, I think, starting this session, depending on how the players go on. There are... They can be very sensitive, so look out after yourselves. And yeah, if it's a bit too much, we won't take it. We won't take it personally. You can just step away if you want. We appreciate you being here, regardless. And also, there will just be foul language throughout, as we learned from the first stream. So yes, it's all good. It's all between friends. So
No.
No,
We secretly
absolutely
hate
not.
each other, obviously.
Yes, 100%. Great. Is everyone ready?
Yeah. I lost a metal D4.
No, don't step on it.
If I'm not here,
yeah,
my foot will.
Great. So when we last left off, we met this strange group of adventurers, these three individuals that kind of came together under a mission from an individual called Otiv, who employed them under the idea that they would go into this house where some merchants that he was in charge of sort of set, camp and barricaded themselves in. And the mission that these individuals had was to go into this place, get the barrels. Doesn't really matter what you do with these merchants you might find. So you kind of came together, you went to this house, you met two children outside the house who talked about this strange monster that lives in the basement. Everything just a bit convoluted, a bit strange. You walked into the house, you started to explore pretty much all of the rooms so far. And you discovered for the first kind of 2 levels of the house, everything was kind of clean, a bit contrasting to everything you found outside of the house, but also the house itself viewed from the outside, which had all this like decrepit, falling apart kind of look to it. But the first 2 levels of the house appeared to be really nice, really well cared for, as if someone had literally just picked up and left. And you found a couple of things. You went into a library eventually, where you found a big old iron key inside inside of the desk, and you opened a secret bookcase, because it's the library, there's always a secret bookcase. And in there was a chest with a body that had been, you kind of figured out, killed by a trap within the chest. And inside that chest was a variety of books and letters or deeds. And this corpse itself was holding onto a letter by a individual of name Strahd von Zarevich, which talking about how it seemed a bit weird. It was very, very much pointed. There was certainly a level of hierarchy being bespoke on letter, and it seemed that this individual, this Strahd, was looked upon as a leader by someone, and Strahd didn't really want that. Eventually, you made your way again back up to the 3rd floor of the house, where you were unceremoniously attacked by an animated armor. This was your first kind of encounter. You dealt with that, and this is where we find ourselves in at the top of our session. You are, if I move the map real quick, you are on the balcony of the 3rd floor, and you can see the very first thing that jumps to your head, that jumps to your eyes, really, is that this floor is dusty. And I mean, we're talking maybe like 1/2 inch to 1 inch of dust everywhere. You can clearly see the footsteps that you are taking, and you can see that in large contrast, there's not much care in this level. I would like to point to everyone, and this was something that I think I didn't get to tell you last time. Oh no, I did tell you, I just couldn't share the image because it isn't on Roll20, strangely. So I'll just have to remind you that this house, viewed from the outside, is 4 levels high. You do see that there is a first floor, a second floor, and then a 3rd floor, but then it seems like there is definitely some windows and space for an attic. So that's interesting, because you are at the top of the staircase, as it currently stands. And you also have heard some noise coming from upstairs when you were in the library. It seems like the sound of stone grinding on stone, but the whole house is made of wood inside, apart from the outside. And yes, that is what you have at the moment. Could everyone very quickly make me a perception check
Right off the bat.
to start off?
That's
10.
a 23.
23, 10,
21.
21. You all hear this, but I guess, Vrana, you hear it last. As the blood pumping of the battle that you just had, of the encounter you just had, kind of starts to kind of like calm down, and you start to recenter yourselves. Kiss and Rika, you being people that are more accustomed to being in kind of close quarters and having to deal very quickly with combat, but then what comes next, you notice as soon as the armor kind of clumps to the floor, specifically Rika, from behind the door, from behind you, so behind the door where you are, where you're standing against, there is this sort of whisper sound, as if someone is talking, and it looks a little bit more like a cry. It's kind of this cry quality to it. You can't really distinguish what's being said. But you probably, with a 20 and just with a 23, you probably recognize that it seems to be a feminine voice.
So, Kate, you have kids, right?
No, I don't. What gave it away?
Yeah, see, there's... Did you hear that?
Yeah. Sorry, DM-san. You said that it came from which direction?
From the door behind Rika, so from sort of this direction.
The big one, okay.
Yeah.
Keith is gonna like stretch a little bit because he got hit during combat and it's just gonna shrug it off. And it's actually gonna like if the armor had like a weapon, I think Keith is probably gonna grab it.
The armor was attempting to punch you.
Okay, so
and
just
was attempting to shove people off the balcony.
Okay, so no weapons.
Correct. The important word being attempting.
Yeah.
Which did not manage to do that.
Thankfully so. That would have been a fall.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, I think Keith is gonna like do his usual being very methodic and listening close to the door and check if the door is locked.
Roll me an investigation check.
Investigation. I still have advantage. That's a 22.
And roll me a stealth check.
Where's my spell stuff? That's an 18. I'm rolling good today. This is gonna end soon, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna just roll once next combat. Just
Yeah, you move up to the door, try to kind of like have a feel for it, try very lightly. You put your hands on the handle, try to see if there's any resistance. The door seems to be unlocked.
Keith is gonna open it very gingerly and just peek through the opening to check the inside of the room.
Are you trying to Are you trying to do this stealthily, basically, is my question.
Yeah.
Then roll me a stealth check.
Another one. No. Again. 19.
19.
I keep rolling great. It's scaring.
Oh, I am. Also, I'm very confused. Yes, sorry. What was that?
19.
19. Great.
The 16 plus 3.
Yes, you kind of open the door very slowly and you peek through. You see there are dust and cobwebs that kind of shroud this elegantly appointed bedroom. You notice that there are, as you look through, if I open the door as well, you do see that there is a set of double doors at the very end of the room, sort of over here. and that seems to lead to a balcony. And from your sort of general understanding of the house and the movement you've done within it, that seems to be a balcony that it goes to view in front of the house. So you would have noticed this balcony as you were approaching it. And yeah, it contains a large bed, 2 end tables, and a wardrobe. And mounted on the wall next to the wardrobe is a mirror with an ornate wooden frame. And that would be all that you see so far. Apart from floating on top of the bed is a spectral kind of looking figure wearing what you can only understand to be sort of a nursemaid's outfit. And she is looking in the direction of what would be the mirror. But she's also looking in the direction of a door here. And she's kind of just floating sort of up and down, very brief, very like softly.
Mm-hmm.
And roll me an insight check.
Oh boy. What is happening tonight? Inside, it's 21.
21.
Oh, yeah.
She has a look that speaks to you that she is somewhat terrified. And you see that she is mouthing something, but she is whispering it very softly, so softly that you can't really hear, you can't really distinguish what is being said. With that level of insight, I will tell you that just from reading her lips and mouth, whatever she is saying appears to be a repeated sentence.
Okay. And is the ghost doing something with like her hands, or is it just floating there limp and staring at the mirror?
She's got her hands.
Like
Yeah,
she's
again, if you've rolled a high insight, so I will tell you that she has her hands in the form that would kind of remind you of someone holding a baby.
Interesting. Kiss is gonna take all of that in. It's gonna back out slowly. And
Can Rika stop him?
I mean, sure.
Rika's gonna like stand in the way of Kiss, and she's just gonna put one arm out and just put it on his shoulder and keep him from going backwards. And she enters the room with him.
Oh.
Is there any resistance from Kiss to this?
Yeah.
The fact that he was going back is because I thought he only opened the door like this much, and he was closing it back to talk to the others before doing shit. But apparently, no, we're going in. So no, he's like, well, I guess.
Cool. Feel free to enter the room. I will say that because of that, you don't get to roll stealth checks.
No, he tried so hard, but it's.
And as you enter, feel free to actually move yourselves into the room. so you can see what is going on. I will
As
move.
they're getting pushed, Kiss is gonna like look at the mirror to see if there's anything reflected in it that is not the room, I guess. And then it's just gonna
No,
move.
seems to be just the room. She isn't being reflected.
Interesting.
But where is she exactly?
She's floating on top of the bed.
Oh, all right.
Now that you've walked in, you do notice that she is whispering, "He is ancient, he is the land. He is ancient, he is the land. He is ancient, he is the land. He is ancient, he is the land." Just over and over and over and over again.
Does that strike any? Like, do you, have we heard that before about anyone, or does that strike any nerves?
I guess you can roll a history check.
History. This will be fun.
Kiss can roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
That's a 5.
No clue.
Same.
Yeah, I guessed.
Someone is
there
ancient,
we go.
someone is the land.
Someone
the
is
bad rolls are
ancient.
coming in. It's a 6.
The 6. Roll me a d4.
Oh god.
Oof.
Sure. It's a 1.
Kiss, I'm gonna say that for the next minute, you, for all effects and purposes, are paralyzed.
Oh boy.
There is something about those words, and I think more specifically the way that they are put together, that just seems to quite literally strike a nerve, and your whole body just locks.
I'm gonna say that if since Rika is right next to Kiss, if she doesn't notice them getting like tense
Yeah,
all of a sudden,
definitely.
she definitely hears their teeth creaking because he's clenching the jaw so hard.
Yeah.
So
At that point, I think Vrana would just go a little bit further in. Then she's looking towards the doors on the left, right?
She's looking towards the mirror.
Oh, the mirror.
Yeah, which is located over. Well, kind of where. Yeah, it's located over where Kiss is actually.
Okay, and nothing on the mirror, right? She's not.
Nothing on the mirror, and Kiss is kind of standing in front of it anyway.
Okay. At that point, I'm just going to turn to the figure and be like, "Hey, are you the mother?"
As soon as you speak, her head just like turns towards you in a jolted movement, and she says, "Mother, yes, I was mother." I'm gonna make the roll behind the screen.
All right.
I would like you to make me a charisma check. Just a general charisma check.
Just a check.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 10.
A 10. Cool. That is one failure.
Okay.
As she kind of like looks towards you and she says, "I was the mother, yes, of one. The mother of one. One of three. I was the mother of one." As she's speaking, like her hair is starting to rise.
Oh.
slowly.
Ooh.
What would you like to do, everyone?
Okay. Hmm. So this is the mother of Walter, and that's why the. Okay.
Can Rika just say, let's not make any assumptions here. We could also just ask. I know she's not very articulate, but we can try. Enrica gets a little closer, and can she like check if when she gets closer, the figure gets aggressive or?
Roll me an insight check.
Yeah. 21.
21. She doesn't seem to get aggressive at you're moving in closer. She did, however, react very badly to Vrana's question. And she's now just saying, I was the mother of one of three. He is ancient, he is lunch. She's like kind of adding to it and just keeps going. And the voice is just starting to echo through the chamber, almost like a chant.
I'm sure you were a very good one. Do you know where your kid is?
Roll me a charisma check.
Okay. 20.
20. As you sort of mentioned, I believe you were a very good one. Do you know where your kid is? Her head kind of jolts towards you, Rika, and she says, yes, I was good. I was. He is behind the door. Dead. Cult. Me, dead, cult. He is ancient. He is the land. I was the mother of one. Behind the door, cult. That's. Her hair seems to be flowing down.
Yeah, and at that point, I'm going to try and add. Let me just remind myself of the name. So it's not the one that with the name that didn't match.
I love to see the panic on like trying to get through notes.
Yes, because this is like my notebook for everything for some reason. Okay. Yeah, I got it. I thought that was it, but at the same time, it could have been stupid. You're the mother of Walter, right?
Roll me a charisma check and you can add your proficiency to it. Because of the mention of the name.
12.
12. Cool. Her head jolts back to you. Walter, yes, my son. Trapped in the basement with a monster, with a cult. He is ancient, he is the land. I was the mother of one. Walter, trapped.
We're here to help Walter. We're here to save him. We're here to make sure that everything is all right by the end of this. Don't worry about those traitors. They're nothing. Walter will be all right in the end, but we need your help. Would you help us?
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
Persuasion or deception?
Or deception. Yeah, whatever you feel like it's the truth.
Yeah, that'll be 21.
21. She kind of like then continues to look at you and says, then look after, then go downstairs. Go downstairs. Through the mirror, behind the mirror, up to go down. He is ancient, he is the land. I was the mother of one.
Okay.
Can Rika pipe up saying, do you need anything from us right now? Can we help?
For a persuasion check. Can you help? Good question.
That is a 7.
7. She rolls lower. Rolling bad. She says, the bones, put the bones to rest. The bones of the children, put them to rest. Down. Crypts, go up to go down. I guess at about this point, I will say that your paralysis kicks off. So you are back.
I think Kiss is just gonna get out of the room. It's just gonna nope. Don't care. Don't need this. Nope.
That's fair.
Yeah. I'm going behind him. Sorry. Behind them.
God. Okay.
They're actually gonna like put their back against this corner of the railing and the wall, and they're just gonna sit on the ground and hug their knees for a second.
Yes. What's going on?
Don't know. Personally, honestly, don't care.
You seem like you care very much.
I care because I don't like how this house is making me feel.
Well, with any luck, we're out of it soon. If we go through a mirror, apparently.
Yes, sorry. Did you say you leaned against that wall?
No, like it's got
Uh-oh.
the back in the corner. Like.
Okay.
I'm fine. He's leaning against the wall. Come on. Fine.
Okay. Well, as you lean against the wall, you do feel that the wall moves back a bit.
Oh. Hey, my panic attack. Unveil the door.
Just like in real life? Question mark? I don't know.
I wish.
It is the wall behind the mirror, so
You do know that, like, at looking off on it, you do notice that there is another wall on the other side that is probably movable.
Kiss. I guess everything's fucked up. Okay, yeah. First we're fighting off objects. Now we're seeing spirits of mothers or whatever the hell is going on over here. But we do know now what we might need to do to get everything sorted. You were a little off over there, so I'm not sure if you've heard everything. But yeah, we do know what we need to do. Would it help to just like look around this floor for stuff for a little bit before going? Do you need that time?
What we're here to do is to grab those damn barrels that the Alfork wants. We're not here to help ghosts and unborn children. We're not here for all this fucked up shit happening around. We're here to grab some barrels.
Yes. But also, if I had to guess, I haven't seen a single sign of barrels or merchandise or whatever anywhere. So we probably need to do a clean sweep of the whole place.
Vrana, has anyone ever told you how you're very bad at reassuring people?
Well, I'm trying to help. Do you need the time and do you need to look around this floor before going towards the very, very fucked up shit that is somewhere else? Then we need to go up, to go down, or whatever the spirit says.
Right. Is Skiz still sitting on the floor?
He is, yes.
Can Rika, like, sit on her haunches and, like, check if she can touch him or not? Like, she's reaching out to him, but, like, does she see that he doesn't want to be touched or not?
He pulls away a little, kind of like feral cat. It's like
Yeah, roll for consent, queen.
Rika, well, does she notice? Do I have to roll?
No, I'd say you noticed that.
Okay.
yeah, and I feel like it's pretty visible.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
it's not a
no.
sudden movement at all, but it's like as you inch forward, he inches back.
She like pulls her hand back and puts them together in front of her, and she just goes, "Do you want to go with us, or do you want to wait here, or do you just want to get cracking, get down, and see if we can find the barrels downstairs? Because I think we're going the right way."
I mean, this is a fucked up house. If you're going to hide shit, you're going to hide it in the worst possible place, which apparently is where the body of a kid with the monster that we might have to bury, I don't know, might be. And that is downstairs, apparently. But we need you to get this done, so can't have you being flimsy at this point.
Can she give Rana an absolute biggest stink eye ever?
Keith is gonna slowly get back up on his feet and like crack his neck and move his shoulder. He still feels a little bit stiff from being paralyzed out of nowhere, and they're not happy about it. And they're gonna eye the doors that are left on the floor, and then sigh really deeply and go, "Fine." And he moves inside the new door that opens. "Let's get this done, please."
Oh, okay. So not checking the whole floor. That's all right. I'm not staying here alone. And I'll just...
All right.
I'll be the ham.
Let me deal with some stuff, and I'm going to move you to the next floor. There we go. All the way to the right.
Is that right?
Great. Great. You start making your way up staircase, and then eventually you have to turn left. I've put you in that order, but I'm assuming that is not actually the order that you're marching on. But yeah, and eventually you come up to a door, small, not small door, but like normal door, but it is definitely a somehow a what seems to be a higher ceiling of the house out of all the floors you've been on. The floor under you, so the third floor of the house, the ceiling was about 8 foot up in the air. And as you make your way up here, and eventually as you open the door, which I will do because probably what you would do, you notice that there is the ceiling here is about 13 feet high. So definitely the highest ceiling you have seen in the house so far. And as you kind of walk in, you see that this is a bare hall that is choked with dust and cobwebs. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 doors that you see just kind of looking around the hall. All of them sort of identical to the others you've seen. One of them, which is the one that Kiss's token is standing in front of, is locked. Is held shut with a padlock, a heavy-looking iron padlock.
We do have a heavy iron key, right?
We do. We found it in the floor. Question. While we were descending into the Hall of Doom, how were the stairs? Like, specifically, how was the dust on the stairs? Were there footprints? Were there...
Help me out. When you were coming up here?
Yeah.
Dusty, no sign of footsteps. The floorboards, however, and you notice that as you're walking in here as well, the floorboards are creaking with every single step that you take, which is, again, vast contrast with the first 2 floors of the house.
Mm. Kiss is actually gonna turn towards Brana and go... Earlier in the dining hall, you mentioned that you felt magic. Is the feeling any different now?
Mr. DM son, is the feeling any different now?
Roll me an Arcana check using your spellcasting modifier.
So that would be a 23.
23.
Yep.
There is, as you kind of try to tune in, there is no discernible difference to how you felt in the dining room. Yeah, everything sort of feels the same. Still that ever-present sense of something is very off and odd.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's been no difference since you've climbed 2 other floors.
I mean, it's still weird. I don't know. Do you feel any difference? You got a different vibe from this floor or something?
I lost control of myself in 2 different occasions while being in this house. I don't trust my vibes anymore.
Yeah.
You know what? The vibes are rancid. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
Then
That's the only sure
let's
thing.
let's try to get out. You got that key?
I got the key. Kiss is
Yeah.
gonna pull it out and see if it actually matched the padlock.
Even just a like an initial look lets you know that yes, very much this seems to be the key for that padlock.
Actually, before putting the key in and turning it, Keith is gonna stop for a second and listen very attentively to understand whether there is someone or something in the general area, and if he doesn't hear anything in the immediate vicinity, he's gonna open the.
Roll me a
The thingy.
perception or an investigation check.
I'm gonna take that investigation because I have advantage. Thank you very
Go
much.
for it.
That's a 15.
15.
Yes.
There is no noise that you hear. However, as you get close to the door, you do immediately catch the absolutely rancid smell that comes from underneath. It smells of rot.
Question, DM. Do we know what it's from? Because, for example, rotting corpses have a very, very specific smell.
Yep. They would definitely smell. It would definitely smell like rotting corpses.
Okay.
Or rotted corpses in this case.
Keith doesn't seem too phased about it, and they're just gonna insert the key and turn it and try to open the door.
Great. Okay.
Rika kind of takes her cloak in front of her and puts it in front of her face so as not to breathe anything in.
Yeah. Rana, you probably don't want to breathe this in, and it's gonna open the door.
What do you mean? Let's open it.
Great. This room contains a bricked-up window flanked by 2 dusty, wood-framed beds sized for children. Closer to the door is a toy chest with windmills painted on its side, and a dollhouse that is a perfect replica of the dreary edifice in which you stand. These furnishings are draped in cobwebs. Lying in the middle of the floor are 2 small skeletons wearing tattered yet familiar clothing. The smaller of the 2 cradles a stuffed doll that you also recognize.
Oh.
And Kiss, as soon as you open the door, that smell just completely engulfs you and the hall in which you stand.
Yeah. I am casting prestidigitation just over and over to make the air smell like vanilla or something very specific, like elderberries or something.
Mm-hmm.
As he tries to do that, can Rika try to stop him? She puts a hand out on his arm and she goes, "No, that's not what we're here for. I think we should acknowledge that there was death here, and even though we want to cover it up, I don't think we should."
Yeah, there is death, but it doesn't need to be anymore. It doesn't need to be rancid. I don't need to breathe it in. So, excuse me. Pss, 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 pss. As I cast it onto the air, just small puffs of vanilla scented aerosol.
She's kind of muttering to herself, like, respectless little shit.
So,
Keith seems.
guess we
Like,
found
absolutely
Rose and Thorn.
Seems like it. Out of curiosity, I think Keith is gonna, because we did have this bit of conversation, like in character yesterday. That I don't remember if it was Rika or Keith actually said this feels like a fake house.
Mm-hmm.
Keith is actually just gonna check the dollhouse. Like, just he's got this thought at the back of his head that is like, if I see myself in this dollhouse, I'm gonna shit myself.
What are you looking for specifically?
Is it one of those dollhouse that are also close, or does just the front face of the house is
No.
not there?
It would open, and also the ceiling seems to come off. In a sense that you could take the ceiling off and then maybe like open the several floors to kind of have a bird's eye view and have a front view as well, if you wished.
I think he's just gonna lift the roof, since we're technically on the upmost floor, right?
Sure. And as you do that, you hear a voice from behind you. You shouldn't do that.
Oh, fuck. Nope. Nope. Mm-mm.
You shouldn't touch other people's toys. And Rika and Vrana, you do see that above the corpses of the children, two somewhat familiar figures appear. They appear to be Rose and Thorn.
Well, it's not like you're using it anymore, are you? But it's gonna slowly put the roof back.
We still don't like our things being touched.
Well, that's a little bit too late for that.
She nudges him and she says, "Just say sorry."
Why?
Say sorry.
Kids are just gonna shake their head and walk out, because it's just, there's nothing actually interesting in this room.
God, I'm dealing with toddlers.
Rose?
Looks at you. That is my name.
Anything else you're not telling us? Besides inviting us in? I don't know. Anything that we should know?
I'm sorry, I haven't seen you. I haven't seen a soul in many years.
And how many years do you think that is? Give or take.
Intelligence check. It's difficult to keep track when the house changes, and, well, it's difficult to keep track of time when you are dead.
Yeah, I figured.
So didn't we just see each other like 30 minutes ago outside?
No, we've been trapped here, my brother and I.
Then who did we see outside?
Do you have any idea who could have been outside looking like you? I mean, I know your names. You're Rose and Thorn, right?
Yes, we are. I don't know. We were put in here by our parents to protect us from the monster in the basement. And then our parents stopped coming. Everyone stopped coming. And, well, we got hungry. And there was no food, there was no water. And it was painful and it lasted a long time. But eventually the hunger and the thirst stopped. Eventually, everything stopped.
Rika kind of grimaces, looks around her a little to like play it off, and then she goes, "You were the only kids here then?"
There was another one. There was a brother we barely saw, Walter, they called him. Disappeared quite early, was born. Mother didn't seem to like him. And then we didn't hear from him.
Rose,
Wouldn't
do you
think
think
that-
Go,
would
go,
he have
go,
been
go for it.
trapped with you? Like in the same, I don't know, level?
Sorry, already said that again?
Would he have been trapped with you? Like in the same level?
No, he was still young, so he slept with Maria. Maria looked over him.
Oh.
And
She is our nurse.
did she have her room downstairs?
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me something, Rose. Do you think we could look into the dollhouse? Try and get a feeling of where we are in the house and how to get down, how to take care of the monster.
Oh, if you want to get down, there is a door. Kind of point to the dollhouse. Yes, and kind of like floats towards it. Thorn follows behind, and she kind of like her hand passes through the walls of the dollhouse, and seems to like flash. There seems to be a light that comes from the inside, as if she's kind of like pointing at place.
Mm-hmm. So now, but does it look exactly like the house we've been in?
It
now
looks
that she's
exact. It even before she pointed, like
Yeah.
it looks exact replica, and she kind of gives you a look, Kiss, as if to say, "You can open it."
Getting permission by dead kids now. He lifts the roof off the dollhouse.
Great. As the house gets open, you do notice that it's kind of like the configuration of the house as you had kind of been taking mentally in your head. The interesting thing is that this dollhouse, you remember how I mentioned that they kind of like opened to each floor, open to the side? It seems to be that the pivot point is a place that, as you're kind of like tracking stuff, and I guess Rika, you would be sort of the first one to notice this because it would be like a tracking thing. There seems to be like a space where you guys have not been in the two floors that you explored thoroughly. There's like a space of maybe like 5 to 10 feet that, as you are like mentally running through things in your head, you didn't go through. Not only that, you didn't see any way of getting through it. And you maybe like you chuck that to being like a like foundational pillar or something. And this is the point of the house where the floors that open pivot through. And as you look into this house, into this dollhouse, it is a perfect replica down to the beds and wardrobes that are placed inside. You do not see miniature figures of you. It appears to be just a dollhouse replica of the place you are in. And in the room,
Are there miniature figures of anything else or just the? Okay.
no, just of furnishings, basically.
Yeah.
You do notice that in the room located over here,
Mm-hmm.
there is a door roughly around here that is hidden, but does open, you think. You can move through the house, you can move on the dollhouse, and you can like clearly open that section of the wall. And if you were to look at like the other levels of the house, if you look at the level underneath, you would notice also that secret door to the attic, for example. So you now do have advantage on perception checks to navigate through the house.
Cool. Since we didn't look very thoroughly at the floor below us, would we see anything interesting or promising
Boy, would you
looking
notice
through
anything interesting?
the? Because we just got into one room
Yeah.
and then we got up, but there was several doors. Does it seem like?
Yeah. I guess the thing that you would notice is that right next to the room where you found the ghost, there seems to be a small crib in a room adjacent. Then there seems to be 14. Seems to be sort of like a storage room area, a bathroom, and then directly underneath where you are, there seems to be a large bedroom, probably the largest one of the house, definitely the largest one of the house. And you also kind of notice that that's where the dumbwaiter would go to up the top.
Okay.
So it seems to be sort of primary room or like a master suite of some sort. Apart from that, there really isn't anything that picks up your attention.
So, what do you want to do now?
As I said before, let's try the dumbwaiter. I've always wanted to ride one. You know, I could just go right up there.
You are not a halfling. You cannot fit.
Hey, you don't know how flexible I am.
You can only fit in a space that's as wide as your hips. That bones doesn't bend. You cannot fit in the dumbwaiter.
Yes, are you calling me fat? I live on hopes and dreams. I can get in there.
I'm talking about bones.
What's
Are
in
your
it?
bones made of fat? That would be interesting to see, actually.
I don't have the level of maturity to be in this conversation, so I'm going to leave. Bye now. And I'll head towards the other door. Bye, Rose!
Okay. As you are about to leave, Rose kind of, actually. Yep. Thorn actually looks towards you and goes, "No, don't leave." And it's going to attempt to possess you.
Okay.
I need you to do what? Do something. So, monsters, ghosts. Would you please roll me a charisma saving throw, please?
Yes. That's an 8.
Okay. Well, the other C is that as Vrana is leaving, Thorn just looks, and for the first time, you hear Thorn speak and says, "No, don't leave," and then just flies towards Varna and disappears inside of him. Varna, I'm gonna text you something.
All right.
Oh, joy.
Brana stays the same. He's just a child. Just a baby.
Just a baby.
Hi, baby.
This is hilarious.
Okay. So meanwhile, chat, how's everything going? Are you all right?
There you go. You should have it now.
All right.
Great. That is what everyone sees.
Does Rose do anything? Like react to
Rose-
it in any way?
Rose kind of like seems to go to move towards Vrana, but Thorn seems to get the seems to have moved first, kind of thing. And when Thorn disappears into Vrana, Rose kind of pulls back.
As I was saying, I don't have the level of maturity to do this. I'm going away. So, bye-bye. And I start moving towards the other. Rose, you coming? And I start moving towards the other doors.
I actually think that Keith's first reaction, being in the mental state that they're in, to seeing the ghost flying inside of Rana would be to just attack Rose. They're attacking. It's going. Ghosts are attacking us. We attack them.
Okay. In that case, let's roll for initiative, I guess.
Ooh.
He
Oh man,
doesn't know.
this is the one encounter I hadn't built on D&D Beyond because I was like, surely
Expect the unexpected.
it's not going to happen.
Of course it's going to happen. There's spooky babies that possess people.
It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
murder hoboing if they're already dead.
Okay, cool. I know what I'm gonna do in that case. Oh boy, this is fun.
Trying to figure out how to roll initiative on D&D Beyond again.
Trying to figure out how to not kill the whole party
I'm
because
very
of one stupid action.
Yeah.
Hey, I can be the only one rolling initiative. It's fine. It's Keith doing stupid stuff.
Let's pop down the token layer and create new encounter. Ghost.
Surely this one end badly.
Surely not. We all have magical weapons, right?
Sure.
I don't know what you're talking about. What is magic?
One of you is not possessed at all. It's fine.
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Great. So initiative. You can now roll initiative on D&D Beyond. Sorry, if you wanted, or you can just say the one you just rolled.
13.
13. Nice. That adds automatically.
I'm 17.
Do I have to roll again?
Or what you rolled first. Let me know.
Yeah.
What was it?
I love that for kids it says rolled with dice of true color.
Yeah, I have gay dice. They're really pretty.
Real pretty.
Oh, interesting. Rika, what did you roll? Sorry.
8.
8. Great. Start. We start with Vrana.
Yes. Regarding what you just sent me, is there like a save to it, or
No.
or is it just a thing?
It's
Okay.
just
a thing.
I'm trying to figure out. Man, this is tricky. It doesn't gain access to the text. Okay, so here's what's happening. Technically, Vrana,
Mm-hmm.
You can't control your body.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say roll a perception check to see if you realize what is happening in the other room currently.
All right. Nope, that is a 5.
Right. In that case, your turn is gone.
Right.
You're just walking to go to the door. Kiss, it is your turn.
It do be my turn. I said I was gonna attack the little girl. I'm attacking the little girl.
You certainly are.
That is a very high roll. Honestly, it's a 23 to hit.
It does hit.
In hindsight, I doubt it's gonna do any damage at all, but we're gonna see. That's 10 points of slashing damage.
Right. And as you kind of take your scimitar, go to slash, and the blade goes through Rose and does appear to do sometimes like her form gets taken away by the blade, but reforms really quickly. It does seem like the damage you have dealt wasn't entirely what you were expecting.
But it did some damage.
It did some damage, yeah.
Okay.
But no, you knowing your weapon quite well, it doesn't seem to do as much as you were hoping.
Well, that was expected one. Can I intimidate on a bonus action? Or should I have used that for an action?
Yeah, that would be an action.
Okay. They're gonna attack again, I guess.
Go for it.
That's a 17.
It hits.
And that's a 6 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, once again, you kind of turn the blade, go for another slash, and it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you were expecting. Anything else on your turn?
I don't think so. No.
Great. It is Rose's turn, and she is going to try and stop the thing that is attacking her from attacking her. So she's going to try and fly into you, Kiss.
Mm-hmm.
Would you please roll me a charisma saving throw?
Beautiful. That's a 6.
I
had 0 charisma.
I am all here for this. Combat's over. The ghost flies into Kiss, and I am going to send you, Stick, a private message.
Hell yeah.
Where are you? There you are.
So
I'm kind of all here for Rika now having to actually play a nanny.
The first thing Rika does when it happens, when she sees Rose flying to Kiss, is she just stands there for a second looking at a wall, looks at Kiss, looks a little bit out the door because she knows Rana's somewhere in there, and she's rubbing her hands and she's just, I did not sign up for this. And she's just gonna turn to Kiss and she's gonna cuss him out and she's gonna say, "You fucking idiot. I swear to God, I thought you were the smart one. And here we are. Apparently I'm the only smart one here, and I don't want to be the smart one. I want to do the stupid shit. What the fuck? Thinking."
Oh boy.
I should reiterate something here for both of you. You are still in control of your character. You simply gained that thing that I've said, but everything else is still your character.
Yes.
He's just gonna like throw their hands up and be like, how the fuck was I supposed to know Ran is not getting attacked? Like, for once, when I defend someone, actually, instead of going on my own, then I get cussed out for it? Get the hell out of my face.
What in the world did you think would happen if you were to hit a ghost? Also, by the way, you saw him fly into Vrana, and Vrana just walked away.
Yeah, Vrana is a wimp. Vrana has been living in a room for basically all his life, I'm ready to bet.
So what you're basically saying is that he now has an advantage because there's more intelligence in his brain right now because there's two people.
That couldn't be much worse, could it?
You're
It's actually gonna
you're
storm out the room.
Meanwhile, in the other room, Verona, what are you up to? All this discussion's happening.
Yeah, as they leave, they would see me like kind of leaning on my side into the wall, sort of like sobbing a little bit. And as I see Keys, I'm just going to say like, "You really think that?"
Oh no. This is the best possible scenario that could have happened.
Do I really think? Of course I think that you've killed your first person. Not even a person, you killed your first thing yesterday.
You don't need to speak to me like that. And
Do you want me to apologize?
He's full on starting to cry.
Oh god.
You're being really aggressive, and I don't appreciate when you talk to me like that.
Well, your reaction to my words is not my responsibility now, is it? Can we find these damn barrels and get out of here, please?
Can Rika come in? She just she goes towards Kiz and she grabs him by both arms and she puts him to the side and she looks at Vrana and she goes, okay, no one's being mean to you. It's gonna be alright. Now can we all get our shit together?
Please don't scream.
It's okay. I'm not screaming. What do you mean? I never screamed. It's okay. It's okay. It is not
okay
to find a place in our mind where we're calm. And please, will you stop crying for me, please? Please?
Yes, I'll try.
That's a very good boy. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. Now can you open the door? I don't know what's on the other side. I can't do it myself. And I'm going to start crying a little bit again. Just like I can't do it alone.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll open the door. I'll open the door. And then she mutters to herself, if I have to fight this fucking thing on my own, I'm killing them both.
Oh, it's just perfect. It's just perfect.
So she has room to pass. Vrana is going to like scooch to let them both pass. So like just like hugging the wall, get a little bit to the back of the line.
Sure.
And before they pass, I'm going to go in the room and just grabbing the teddy bear before moving on.
Oh my
Take
god.
take a point of inspiration for that one. Absolutely. 100%. Yep. Great. Who's taking point on this?
Rika is, I assume.
Oh yes, and I'm going next to Rika.
Right.
Rika just holds out an arm and she looks at Vrana and she goes like, "Do you want to hold my hand?"
Oh yes, absolutely, I do. Yeah. And I'll grab it a little bit, and I'll have the teddy bear on the other one. Just
Oh my god. I'm actually crying here. Just so funny. Hi, welcome to Curse of Strahd. This is a horror campaign.
Hey, we're getting
okay.
possessed by children. This is horror.
This
For
is
Rika.
horror, actually. For Rika, this is the biggest of horrors. Great. So, as you walk into this room, you see a dusty chamber that is packed with old furniture. It's kind of like chairs and coat racks, and you probably see what might be like a standing mirror, dress mannequins, all draped in these kind of like dusty white sheets. There is an iron stove. This is sort of the northern wall of this place. And there seems to be sort of what appears to be maybe like a chest or a trunk next to the iron stove. Again, wrapped in this dusty cloth. And you do obviously notice that there is you can come in, just so I can show you stuff. You do notice obviously that there is a door over here. Close, or like just even like an inspection of this wall does look like the door is completely open at this point, and it does seem like the entirety of that like cubicle, let's call it, is made out of stone as opposed to wood. And looking down it, you do see that there is a narrow spiral staircase. The staircase itself seems to be made of wood, and yeah, the shaft, the 5-foot wide shaft of the stairs seems to be mortared stone, and it seems to just be going down. There are thick cobwebs completely covering the staircase, so much so that you think going through it might obscure your vision somewhat.
okay.
And because you've discovered these stairs, you will level up.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I know. It's pretty cool. So I think my suggestion is that we take a break there whilst we sort out all the leveling up. So we'll take a break there, and we'll be back soon for more Death House.
Yes. We'll do so.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We have leveled up. We are all level 2, which is exciting. So let's get right into it.
Which I just realized I didn't prepare the overlay for it. So
well, to be fair,
ignore.
I didn't tell you we were going to get there, so it's fine. We can change that for next week. So you jumping back into it, you find yourselves in this, for lack of a better word, a storage room. It just has a bunch of things in here, and now there's a secret door that is opened for with some stairs heading down. So, what would you like to do?
Rika, can we go away? These look like ghosts. I don't like it.
What exactly looks like ghosts?
Everything.
Are
And he
you
just gestures vaguely to the furniture, look with the blankets on.
while he does that, can she just, while she's holding his hand, she looks at him very unimpressed. And then she takes one of the cloths of like the nearest furniture and she unceremoniously just rips it off and she goes, "Look, no more ghost."
No, 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 no. Let's go away, please.
As
Can
I
she
guess you
check out?
reveal like a mirror, a standing mirror or something.
Fancy stuff. Can she check out like what she's standing next to? Was it like a chest or?
There is something that looks like a covered chest. Yeah.
Can
Would
she
you like
like
to?
check that out?
Yeah, sure. As you move on to it, you take it's near the iron stove, so like it's this one over here.
Yeah.
And you kind of move in, and you take the sheet out, and you see that there is a wooden trunk in there,
Mhm.
about like I'm gonna say 5 foot across. It's quite a big one, and maybe like 2 feet deep or like wide. Yeah.
Is there
Sorry.
any windmill on it or?
No, actually, this seems to be a contrary to like the trunk that you found in the children's room. This actually just seems to be a very simple, crude in a way trunk. No markings. Just seems to be very basic.
She makes eye contact with Kiss and then she goes, "See, now, because you've been stupid, I can do something stupid." And can she try to open the chest?
It is unlocked, so I
Mhm.
guess that you put your hands in, open it.
Yeah.
You are greeted as you open it with the strong smell of iron impacting you. As you see inside, what, well, it is tattered, so you do see it. This is a body that is in here, wrapped in a tattered bedsheet that is stained with dry blood.
Well, that. I'm getting tired of the bodies, actually. But I do want to know who this one is. So can she, is it recognizable, the face?
Roll me a medicine check.
Yeah, okay. 10.
10. You don't recognize it per se. It is a body, not a skeleton, so there's still flesh onto it. You do, however, notice that this seems to. No, you rolled a 10. So you can't really discern what the physiology or uh, gender this person would appear as or present as. You do, however, notice that there are multiple stab wounds into the body. Cause of death is pretty evident. I guess roll me a. Don't really know what this would be. I will let it be either a intelligence check or a pattern recognition. So it'll be either an investigation. Well, it has to be an investigation check. It's pattern recognition. So yeah, go for it.
Autism check.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Whee!
Natural 20. Nice. Is that the first one? That's the first
Yeah.
one of the campaign, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Nice. Amazing. For a total of
Total.
yeah, so 20 plus what's the total result?
Investigation, right?
Yeah.
Still 20.
20. Nice. There seems to be a pattern to these stabbings. It's not like it. Not only a pattern, there seems to be a consistency to them. I would say, in terms of how deep they went, how perhaps even fast they went. Intervals between the stabs is in time and actual distance. They all seem to be around the torso, more specifically around the chest and belly area. And with a natural 20, I guess I would have to. I will tell you that, particularly the ones around the lower belly area are. It seems particularly deep and concentrated there.
But I couldn't discern gender, right?
You could not know with a 10.
Well, this seems rather vicious. Kiss, do you want to, like, check out another body? You're fine with bodies, right?
No,
No,
no
it's
more bodies.
okay.
We need to go. I'm scared of being here. I cannot handle being here anymore. I need to go away.
Kiss is gonna uncover the closest things that's next to them that might look like a box, a chest, a barrel, or anything that may contain another body.
He kind of spends some time trying to find another chest. There isn't one. That was the only one in here.
Looks like that was the only surprise in the room.
We need to go. We need to go away. We cannot stay here. Please, let's go away. And at this point, he's just full on weeping.
Rika is running towards Rana, and she gets on her knees and she goes, okay. So, if I go with you and we just leave the room and maybe we go down the stairs and you don't see the room anymore, and maybe that will fix it, and then Kiss can look at the, and then she whispers, dead body, and then we can just move on, right?
It's all the same. I just need to get out of here.
We can do that together, right? Okay, I'm going with you. And then she just grabs him and she pushes him down the stairs.
Now define pushing.
Yeah.
For a second, you kind of see her going, what if I... And then she goes...
It would be so easy.
No.
It would be so easy. Cool. I take it that Kiss follows?
No, Kiss is actually gonna look at the remains as well. Because I don't know if Rika conveyed anything on what she saw.
Yeah, she just went, please come look at this.
It's I guess Kiss does is sighing a little bit in frustration.
From me a medicine check.
Medicine. What's my
Or
medicine?
a nature check, I guess.
I'll take medicine, thank you. That's a 16.
Nice. Yeah, you pick up on the stab wounds as being a cause of death. And actually, you spend a little bit of time actually like going through the body and looking for any signs of any other things. And you do eventually come to the conclusion that this was a female body.
Like, the face is not really recognizable, you said, right?
With a 16, I will say that the face does look familiar, yes. It looks like the face of the nursemaid that you met downstairs.
Making a mental note, doesn't even bother to close back the chest, it just gonna walk towards the new door.
Great.
As he does, Rika just kind of turns around to Kiss and she goes, "So, who was it? Did you?"
It's just a nurse.
Yeah, the uterus tends to be on the low side. Did you notice that maybe, just maybe, you know how the mother really hated Walter, or seemed to, and she looked very maimed in a particular area, and we know that she might be, the mom of Walter, or, I don't know, secret or not secret. Is that not weird to you?
With what we know, it's definitely not weird at all. The actual wife of the rich guy hated this one girl because the husband probably cheated on her and had a kid. And so the wife killed her. It's not really right.
I hope it was the wife, but then that also means the wife possibly still around, which I'm not too fond of.
I mean, the kids are also around.
Well,
the nurses are around.
You maybe, because someone made stupid decisions. But well,
I'm not the one that started interacting with the damn ghost in the first place.
Yeah, see, when the ghosts talk to you, you shouldn't talk back, that's kind of how it goes.
When the ghosts talk to you, you ignore them and go by your business.
God,
instead of stopping and chatting with them.
Life.
It was a life without being possessed until I ran into you two. Can we go so Brana stops whimpering, please?
Oh no, I'm going down the stairs. I assume this was during that.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that as well, so we can say that.
Oh yeah, I was not waiting.
In that case, I think it's time for a map change.
Map change.
Nice.
So you are going down this wooden spiral staircase. And you, after going down, everyone roll me a survival check. If you are trying to discern how much you are descending.
I'm not too bad at those.
23.
I am
22.
quite bad at those. 11.
That makes sense. What did Kiss roll?
22.
22.
Yes, 22.
So Kiss and Rika, as you're going down the staircase, Vrana, you are just scared shitless about what.
Yeah, I put the top hat on the teddy bear and I'm just talking to him.
Great.
Everything's going to be all right, Mr. Cotton? Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
I'll wait for the like Mr. Cotton one shot. That's basically Winnie the Pooh. I will run Honey Heist on that one shot. I am just making the case now. Anyway, yeah. So you have no idea how far off you are going. the other two, you do kind of make some notes, maybe, and you see some indentations on the wall where, like the floors might be. You are pretty certain you have descended. By the time you arrive at the end of the staircase, you're pretty certain you have descended about 50 feet. So you reckon you must be about 20 feet below ground? Because you have to go down the entire house, plus then you carried on. Eventually, the wooden staircase stops at a tunnel, a narrow tunnel, about 4 foot wide, as opposed to 5. So it is a squeeze for everyone. And I will say, bear that in mind as this being the case, until said otherwise, for the entirety of the next portion of our adventure. 4 feet wide by 7 feet high, and it's a corridor that has timber braces at 5 foot intervals to hold the whole thing together.
Oh no.
Yes, it is dark in here. Luckily, all three of you have dark vision, but any sources of light that might be in this place are unlit. And as you arrive at this narrow tunnel, it's a narrow tunnel that stretches southward. So I'll remind everyone and yourselves that south on this map is to the right and north is to the left. So, changing the map. So it stretches sort of southward, and then it seems to open both easterly and westerly. It carries on in front of you for about 10 feet. Yeah, for the purposes of like distance, I will just say in 5 foot intervals, even though the corridor is basically 4 feet, but just to make sense. And from the moment you come down and you leave the staircase, you do hear a chanting echoing through the place where you are. It is impossible to locate where it is coming from because it just seems to be echoing through the whole place. And likewise, it is impossible to discern what is being said. There is, however, seems to be a pattern to it. Again, seems to be just something stops, something stops, something stops. And it's eerie, incessant, and it seems to be spoken by a group of people.
Can we distinguish the words, or it's echoing too much?
It's just echoing. Yep.
Okay.
I don't think I want to go in there. Thank you.
Rika turns towards Vrana, and she just holds his shoulders and she goes, "Am I talking to Thorn or to Vrana right now?"
I don't know what you mean. It's Vrana, obviously. Do you not recognize me anymore? Is that what's going on? And he's going to start sobbing a little bit. Do you not know who I am now? Am I disappearing? Is that what's happening? And he starts just like touching himself, touching like his body and his chest. And am I here? Am I a spirit as well now?
He takes a deep breath, and then she just holds his face, squishes it, and she goes, "You're right here in front of me. I'm just asking, if we want to get out of here, do you want to, see the sun?"
Yes, that would be nice, thank you.
See, in order to see the sun, we have to go through this really scary tunnel, and then on the other end, there's a sun. I promise you, there will be. So are you going to be nice and quiet and not cry as we go through this tunnel, please?
All right, yeah, but not in the dark. Everything is black and white now. I don't like it, and I'm going to cast light on Mr. Cotton. And Mr. Cotton is just a shining teddy bear now.
What color is the light you cast?
I wouldn't say it is light, and it's golden like his locks of hair and all of that. But strangely, I would say that because the light, the way the light hits things, the shadows are much darker. The shadows that it produces are much darker than they would have been otherwise.
Nice.
So it's just a golden, very comfortable, very divine light, let's say. But the shadows are very, very, very deep.
Nice. So
Okay,
for
this
that
is much
purpose,
better.
I
think I can go now.
Rana, remind me how much that light is. Is it 40?
Oh, I have no idea. Let me check.
I think it's 40.
It's 20. 20.
20. Great. I will just say that you are.
Bright for 20, dim for 20.
Yeah. Cool. You should have some light on you now. Not that that really matters, but
Yeah, no, it's kind of the same, yeah.
great.
But it's not black and white.
It is not.
Okay.
Plan gang.
Kiss, can you go in front, please?
Don't you think that maybe having a bright light source in an otherwise dark corridor with people chanting somewhere in it could maybe put us in a weird position, aka we could get discovered by someone that we don't want to be seen from?
No. They're
You-
chanting.
You said you can see in the dark, you're fine.
Oh, yes, but it's black and white, and this
And-
is much comfier.
Turn that off.
No. I like this.
You either turn that off or you go back to the corpse room by yourself.
No.
Count into 5.
No.
4.
I'm going to Rika. Rika, she's
Mom!
making me
Mom!
she's making me put out Mr. Cotton.
Rika,
Yes.
Rika, you know this is a stupid idea. This is not good.
She turns away from Ron a little bit, gets closer to Kiss, and she goes, I know it is the stupidest idea in this entire fucking universe. But also,
Take the damn teddy away.
if you want to be bad cop so bad, you do it. You make him cry. I've been trying to.
All right.
Oh God.
Kiss is actually gonna wrestle the teddy bear away from Rana.
Oh my God.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Stop. No, Kiss.
There is
Stop.
no
Right.
wrestle. He lets go of it, but the light stays on.
Puts it in the bag. Don't care.
Okay.
Now the light is inside the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Give it back.
Oh no.
No. You can see in the dark.
Give it back.
You're fine.
Give it back.
No. Shut up.
Can you just
No. Rika comes really
full on
close to Rana and
screaming
muffles him.
and crying and throwing a tantrum,
Can she be close enough to muffle him right as he begins crying to
hitting
put a
the
hand over his mouth
walls?
and just force him down on the ground?
Yeah, he's hitting the walls, legs kicking, yeah, everything in his power, just full on weeping and
Okay.
Please tell me I'm fast enough.
Roll me. It's pretty it's pretty hard to get to a person that's just screaming. You might be able to mitigate how much is said, but I guess roll me a you're wrestling this person, so roll me a strength athletics.
God.
Um,
That's a unnatural 20.
unnatural 20.
Do you want me to roll anything?
Not unless you're actively trying to escape this.
Oh yeah, I'm.
Oh,
Then in that case, you can roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Yes. Oof, 16.
16.
No.
Okay. Roll me a d4. I will say probably Odie. Because
Yeah.
that's a 3.
3. Cool. You do manage to wrestle Vrana down, but there were some screams that were spoken. Definitely still the noise echoing through the dungeon.
She's just sitting her entire weight on him. And she has like one arm entirely over his mouth. And she's just looking at Kiss very, very slowly. And she's going, "Did you not think that the light would now be the least of our problems?"
I have to be extremely honest here, Rika, at this point. If he gets killed by whatever is in this tunnel, I don't fucking care.
Oh,
he's on
you
his
are
own.
the worst dad ever!
I'm not a dead.
Meanwhile, sounds of muffled violence in the background.
Let's just hope the chanting is loud enough in the room it's coming from that they're not hearing this idiot.
You and me both. So are you going to take point while I keep this kid under control?
Do you have some rags you can stuck in his mouth?
I do not have rags. No. Also, where were you? Oh my god, where were you raised?
I don't know, honestly.
Yeah, that checks out. Okay, leave it to the fucking orphan. I swear to God. She just drags him along, but she he did have his white coat on, right?
Yes,
He
I do
did.
have my white coat on. Meanwhile, I am pointing at Kiss and I'm casting message over and over. Just going like, "Give me my fucking teddy bear back! Give me Mr. Cotton back! Give me it! Give me!"
Does it have a verbal component?
Yes, it does. That's why it sounds like
Amazing.
Just-
Wow.
yeah. Just
It also has
sounds-
a somatic component. I don't think you can do it while you're being
I'm
wrestled down.
pointing.
Just
I'm
pointing.
pointing,
It works.
Rika's gonna take the coat off and she's gonna tie the coat stuff halfway down his throat and then tie it on the back.
My own coat.
Oh, this is not where I thought this was gonna go.
Yeah.
You wanted a serious campaign, Simao? I'm sorry.
I'm here for the chaos. I'm here for the chaos. I mean, I'm gonna say that you can do that. It would probably be a struggle, I assume. So I guess both of you roll me strength checks in this at this point.
I'll
Athletics.
say that there is a point that I stop resisting,
Yeah.
and I'll just keep on casting message over and over and over
my
and over
God.
and over and over and over.
Always to kiss. During
Always to kiss.
always the same message. Great.
Yes, basically.
Christ. Great. So now we have a muffled Vrana, and the other two. What would you like to do?
Rika pushes Kiss forward a little bit and she goes, "You're the bait."
Jesus.
The constant of today seems to be Vrana being a nuisance. He's not stopping his stupid spells in my head, so I cannot actually hear if someone is approaching. So, be the responsible one and go ahead.
All right, you take him, and then she shoves him towards Kiss.
As long as you
Jesus.
don't mind if he loses a couple of teeth, I guess. And Kiss is gonna grab the back of Vrana's shirt and just hold him.
Keep him mostly intact, please.
Still with the message echoing in your head.
Yes,
at all times.
message, 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 message.
Every 6 seconds a new message. Great.
Can she go to the end of the hallway and kind of listen? And
Yes, you can.
As you, sorry. As we get close, as you push me towards Kiss, I'm actually not going to keep on doing message. I'm going to cast friends.
Cool. What does Kiss need to do? I think Kiss needs to do something.
Is it a charisma saving throw?
Okay.
Or you just
It
have
doesn't
advantage?
say. I just have advantage on it.
You have advantage on
So,
deception
charisma
and
checks.
On charisma checks. So I'm going to I'm going to cast friends on you, and then I'm going to say, "Give me my teddy bear back."
What do I need to roll?
On a
I
message.
suppose this would be a persuasion versus a charisma saving throw.
Just a straight charisma or insight or anything?
It's a persuasion check from Vrana against the charisma saving throw from you.
And I have advantage, right?
Yes, you do have advantage. I want charisma. Hang on.
Because it's a persuasion against. He has advantage because he casted friends.
I
but
have
it's normal
advantage, yeah.
persuasion.
Yeah. I guess this would be more of a wisdom saving throw as opposed to charisma, because charisma is more of a charisma is what you use for banishment and stuff. So it's more of a keep yourself. Tricky one. I'm gonna grab my player's handbook. See what they say. 2 seconds.
Meanwhile,
chaotic, we're breaking the DM.
meanwhile, we haven't found any bread.
We haven't
Which
found
is
the only bread we have is in chat.
yes,
Yeah.
which is a deception, or flour for that matter. Oh, he's back. Hi.
Yes. Okay. What have we got? What have we got? But I can't tell you the last time I opened the player's handbook, which is probably a really bad thing to say. Ability disclosure modifiers 1. Saving throws 179. Well, it doesn't really tell me. Great.
Just go with your gut.
I mean, I have been trying, and it hasn't really quite worked.
It hasn't worked.
Because I can make arguments for both of them, I guess. Let me see if it doesn't. Great. I am going to say let me open an actual spellcaster character just to look at some spells. Okay, charisma saving throw is stuff they use for Bane. Wisdom saving throws. Wisdom saving throws for like Sanctuary. Con wisdom. Yeah, I am gonna say that Kiss needs to roll.
Like, if he could help, the saving throw for charm person is a wisdom saving throw,
Well, there you go.
which is
That's
the
the
closest
one.
thing.
Yeah,
There you go.
let's go with wisdom.
So
Sorry, everyone. It's a cold time.
no. What is this? Actually, I know it's a saving throw. Never mind, I cannot use this. Shit. This is for checks. Shit. It's an 8.
Oh.
I rolled a 16.
Oh.
Nice. You feel, I mean, it is your character, but you do feel compelled to follow on the request.
I give you back the teddy, you turn the light off.
Okay.
You need to promise on your mother.
Okay.
Turn the light off first.
You
Light
see it
goes off.
muffle down.
Just gonna open the bag. And like so like this, holding it a little bit away from Vrana and pointing at Vrana. Not turning it back on.
I'm waiting.
Slowly and begrudgingly giving the teddy back. And not to be a party pooper, I would only like to point out that the description of friends says at the end of the spell, a creature prone to violence might attack you.
Yes, I know. I know. As that happens,
I just want to point it out.
As that happens, I'm going to grab it and go back to be next to Rika. So Rika is between us.
How long does the spell last?
A minute.
Great. Great. Cool. Right. As I was doing some stuff in the background. Rika, as you sort of headed forward to the east, so this way, you see that the corridor kind of splits right after, kind of like 5 feet away, and then 10 feet away, it splits to your left. The first one to the right, and then second one to the left. As you're looking down west, so below on the map, you do notice that there seems to be 2 ways that it splits here, so like sort of a crossroads situation, and then it carries on. And as it carries on, you do see ahead what seems to be a table. It's kind of like it opens up into a room, and It seems to be a table with kind of like a bench running alongside it. And I think, just check some distances here. Yeah, you do see it carries on a little bit towards the end, and then it kind of splits off this way again. So it splits off north.
Can I go to the edge here and then kind of look both ways, like sneakily, see if there's nothing there?
Sure. Feel free to move one step down. I just realized I should have put the camera there so everyone can see what's going on. Yeah, feel free to put yourself here so that you can actually see what it is.
Yeah.
So move the camera as well. You do notice that it splits off into two identical sort of looking corridors. And they have this seems to be some stone doors like etched into the kind of sort of like clay these clay like tunnels. I should have mentioned that this sort of dungeon and basement is made out of clay, earth, and rock. So you do notice that etched almost into it seems to be 4 different kind of stones. I will say with a quick observation, they kind of look like doors.
Hmm.
I mean, intelligence check.
Okay. Intelligence. That's an 8.
Mm-hmm. These seem to be stone slabs for crypts.
Ooh.
That was an easy check with 5 difficulty.
She turns around, looks at who's behind her. Is Rana still... What's Rana doing, actually?
At this point, I would be kind of trying, even though it's a squeeze, I'd be kind of trying to put himself like on the other side, so as not to be close to Keys. And that's like the only objective on him right now, besides being next to you. Yeah.
She side-eyes him.
You can see he has the teddy bear again,
Huh.
even though it's turned off, like the light.
She looks at the teddy bear, doesn't really say anything, looks for a kiss, and then puts her hand on a sword. And then she looks back at the stone slabs that look like doors. And she turns back to Rana and she goes, "You happen to know who these belong to?"
Probably someone who's dead. I don't know.
Yes, smartass, of course. See, I was thinking maybe, by, the one that's inside you maybe would know.
Oh. I don't know. Fun, are you there? Nope, I don't think so. I don't think he knows.
God, we're in so much shit. And then she goes a little closer to these doors.
Sure.
Um,
By this
can
point,
he-
I'd say a
can-
minute is up.
Hmm?
By this point, I'd say a minute is up
Yes.
from friends.
I can remove my token, by the way.
Oh, that's... Oh, I know why that is. Sorry. You should be able now.
Yeah, thank you.
It's just trapped in Stegis.
Yeah.
Rika.
Yeah, I'll just keep on being on the other side of Rika.
So the Kiss, anything you want to do?
I mean, the hallway is very narrow, and Rana is on the other side of Rika, but like if this was an anime, I think there would be like a bloodlust coming, like a Super Saiyan energy around Kiss. Like he is not thrilled in the slightest by what just happened.
Not happy.
Not happy at all.
As Rika sees it, because I imagine it's very obvious to Clock how angry he is.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, he is. He yeah.
She makes eye contact with him and she just calmly says, I'm not gonna baby talk you the way I baby talk Frana because he's actually a kid, has always been, even before the possession. But you are an adult. Adult make smart choices, and you're the smart one. Please let him live. He's the one who killed the last monster. We sometimes need the magic.
Why do you think I haven't thrown you on the ground to get to him yet?
But that would be so rude.
I am making the smart choice. I am not hitting him yet.
You can hit him later.
I will. And I'm gonna get his cut of money.
Yeah, I said hit, not kill.
Same thing.
It's not.
We'll
Can
see.
she investigate the doors?
Sure. Which one would you like to investigate first?
This one first.
That one. The other two, whilst this is happening, roll me a perception check.
Perception.
21.
12.
Great. Rika, that stone slab is hatched, and it's got some etched names on it. That one reads Rosavalda Dust.
So, guys, I'm willing to bet that you know what? No, I hope that this is empty, but we did see ghosts and we did see bodies. Logically, this should be empty, right?
It's probably not empty.
Yeah, which is why we're not going to open it, right?
Not to sound like a parrot, but we are here to find some barrels or to get the fuck out of here. So would
see-
barrels be in a crypt? I don't know, honestly, at this point.
Could be, or we could check the rest and avoid imminent death and then try to go through if there's no other way.
Yes, that sounds good. Avoid imminent death.
I don't think at this point there's much avoiding it, honestly.
I hope there is.
Sorry, DM. Little recap. The crypts are on this side or also on this side?
Both sides, yes.
Okay.
Oh,
And
also?
has the chanting got any
Yeah, that's
louder?
what I was going to ask.
Chanting has continued. Yes, it has continued. Yeah.
But do we seem to
Same
get any
volume.
closer?
Sorry, same volume. It
Okay.
yeah, carries on incessantly.
All right.
Let's avoid the crypts, and Keith is gonna quietly move to the next room.
Yeah.
As you do so, you are just in time to see a creature kind of turns the corner over here as this sort of hunched down, overly sort of extended limbs humanoid seems to be walking, almost kind of losing, almost like it's less like walking, it's more like it's falling on its feet kind of sensation. It's like just as it's about to fall down, it just manages to put its leg in front of to like rebalance its center of gravity, and then it kind of like just dragging itself along as this kind of like noise it's coming out of its mouth that seems to kind of be following the flow of the chanting you've been hearing, but this creature doesn't seem to have the capacity to actually verbalize words, so it's just like as a zombie looking individual kind of crosses the corner and is before you. And I'm going to need everyone to roll me some initiative, please.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah! Oh, that's good initiative for once.
That is good.
19.
Okay.
17.
18.
No,
Oh, nice.
nice. It's not bad.
We might even kill it before he gets to move.
Great.
Let's go to initiative.
So we start with Kiss. It is your go. You see this zombie moving along, kind of like stranded pieces of hair just falling off, bits of skin and bits of skin and muscle missing from various parts of its body, and it's kind of wearing these. Once perhaps they were ruby red, like clothes, but like it's like a tunic kind of situation, and yeah, and kind of like leather pauldrons. Yeah.
Oh god, I think it's my Wi-Fi.
Uh-oh.
Oh god,
I mean,
everything stopped for me.
I mean, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you and
Yeah,
see
yeah.
you.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yes, they can't see or hear.
Maybe just say what you want to do.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh god, I'm gonna try to reset Discord because
Yeah.
everything is lagging for me for some fucking reason. I'm gonna be right back.
All right.
I'm so sorry.
It is all
Yeah.
good. It actually gives me time to some.
Yeah, we'll edit in
So I'm
post.
looking at-
Don't worry.
We will edit in a post.
Fix it in post. It's fine. Add a couple of effects.
Right.
I hope I'm back.
You are back. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Backstreet's back.
But I mean, we never had
Okay.
the issue to not hearing you. It
Yeah,
was
no,
just the other
like
way around.
I heard this ruby red.
Oh dear.
Oh god, what is happening?
Yeah, this zombie is wearing this ruby red tunic with some leather pauldrons.
Mm,
It
with
seems very
leather.
ornamental
Okay.
in a way.
Interesting. He's just making a very quick mental note of that, but he'll first examine later. So he's just gonna like jump, run across the room.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, no. Okay, no, I can do this. That's fine. So yeah, it's gonna. Since the zombie is still in the corridor and it's very narrow, so he cannot do his usual like flourishing. He's just gonna like stab forward.
Can I just say something? That as you arrive there,
There are more zombies.
you notice that there are, in fact, more zombies around the corner.
That is great.
You see two more around the
Two
corner.
more. I suppose a 10 doesn't hit.
A 10 does hit.
Does
Actually.
hit.
Nice.
Great. That is 7 points of slashing damage, and he is gonna so like he stabbed forward. It's gonna yank his weapon back and spin it behind his back and use the other end to stab again.
Mhm.
That's a 16
Does hit.
with a meager 5 points of slashing damage.
5 points of slashing damage. Nice.
Oh god, it's doing it again. Oh shit. What's going
no.
on with Discord today?
Well, they can't hear us, but I will just say that. Can they? No, they can't.
Oh god.
I'll just tell them to reset. Reset again.
Yeah.
So I will say that like as Kiss kind of slashes twice, those of you that can see this zombie, which I think is all of you, actually see that the sort of like the cuts of the zombie just make it bleed profusely, and it's just like all the crimson red of the tunic. It is complicated to see the sort of like difference between that and blood, but there's definitely like a darker shade of red that is encompassing the whole thing. So I will say that this zombie is considered bloodied for the time being.
Okay.
Great.
By the way, while you're getting back, I'm gonna let Panda out of the room because he's crying.
Go. Yeah, did you catch that?
I just catch the thing is bloodied. I'm gonna try to just not turn my cam on because maybe that's
Yeah,
that's okay.
I don't know.
Do that. That's fine.
People on stream will miss it, but that's okay.
The important thing is that my model is still up. Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yes, it is. Great.
And I think
anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I think Keith is gonna risk it and jump across the table here, and he kind of puts a foot on one side of the table, and it looks like the intention is his next round is just to spin it against the door so it blocks the zombies out. But he cannot do it now, so. But he's getting ready for it.
Okay, hold on.
Would be extremely embarrassing if the table is locked to the floor.
As you sort of like go and you move across the place. Can I do? That is annoying. Okay, I guess I could do that. But yeah, Kiss, you kind of move away, and as you do so, in this little alcove, which you've situated yourself in, as you kind of set yourself ready to kind of like take on the creatures that are before you, from behind you, you hear something, and you look out, and what you see is initially you confuse it for a serpent because of the slithering body. However, you see a beak, like an eagle's beak, and then the creature kind of like turns towards you. You see no eyes, no discernible eyes, but you do see the like attached to the walls are 4 tentacles leaving what would be its sort of face, with kind of what appears to be like knives at the end, as the Greek has also entered combat.
The what?
The what?
These are meant to be separate encounters, so this is gonna be fun. That's the creature
Interesting.
beside you. I'm gonna see if I can add that one to the combat that is already happening here. No, not an adult dragon.
It won't probably fit.
Add, and I guess save, and then let's see what happens. Well, to be fair, you've only done resume encounter. Hey, nice. You've rolled a 10, Vrana, didn't you?
No,
Finished it.
17.
17. That changed things. Yes. And then I'm going to roll initiative for the Greek, which is... So it is 16. Next. Great. So that's in here as well. Anything else on your
Awesome.
turn, Kiss? Oh, you're going to take an attack of opportunity, of
Yeah.
course. So that is slam attack. That is a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
To take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Taken.
Anything else on your turn?
Oh god. Wait, actually, let me read what action surge is. Just one more
One more
like
action.
attack action.
Yeah.
Or just general action, like I can use the action to do stuff.
It's a great question. I believe it's an extra action, but let me double check. Fighter.
One additional action, so I suppose
You can use it for anything. It's not necessarily an attack.
Great. The new enemy changes things.
It certainly does. Rika, you'll be up next, by the way.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Boy, oh boy.
Oh boy. I don't really have anything fancy I can do except attack again, but
Don't worry about it.
I
Be
think
fine.
yeah, no, I think that like getting there. Yeah, no, I think that Keith is just gonna go ahead with their initial plan and use their like action surge to push the table and block the zombies' entrance to at least slow them down, and then focus on the new guy that appeared because the new guy seems more dangerous.
Cool. I'll allow it. Rumi just does strength check. Strength athletics.
What's my athletics? Not good. That's a natural 20 plus 1 is a 21.
Nice.
Nice.
21. I will say that entrance is barred to some degree. It'll take them a while to get through it.
Cool.
Cool.
Anything
Nice.
else on your turn?
He's just gonna look over his shoulder towards I suppose Rika, because she's the closest to the entrance, and it's like 3 undeads and 1 weird things with blades on tentacles. I don't know. Backup. Like I need backup.
Great.
And that's it, because I don't want to get another attack of opportunity, honestly.
All right. That brings us to Rika. What is your turn?
Yeah, first of all, she doesn't see the other monster, so she has to go forward a little.
Yeah.
And then from here, can she hit it if she shoots?
Oh, okay. My kind of rule for when it comes to shooting kind of through your companions is yes, you can do it, no problem. If you roll a natural 1, you're gonna hit your party member.
Okay.
That's kind of my rule.
Right. So she's gonna try, and then of course yell duck. Let's see here.
It is also a medium creature, so it's not going to be harder because kind of same size. So yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Vrana, you're up next, by the way.
Yeah.
That's an 11 to hit.
It is
in the
not a
table.
It is not a natural 1, but oh, sorry. Are you trying to hit the zombie or the creature here?
The creature behind.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. You can well, natural 11. Well, an 11 doesn't hit, so the arrow just kind of like embeds itself on the wall next to Kiss.
Damn. I think that's all she can do.
Great. Anything else on your turn then? Movement
Nope.
wise?
She just moved out of the way a little for Vrana.
Great. That takes us to Vrana.
Yes. Getting to the room, seeing that Rika had shot somewhere else that not the zombies that I had seen, I'm going to look at it and very quickly take a bit of clay from the wall, and I'm going to extend my hands onward, and I'm going to cast Catapult.
Nice. Towards the
Greek. Yes, towards the thing. So that is I think a saving throw. Yes, dexterity saving throw. 14.
Rolls a 13.
Yeah, so I get to roll 3d8.
Nice.
Finally. Okay, so
He's 3d8's a
Ooh.
lot.
20 points of damage.
Jesus.
Oh,
A 5,
for a
a
level
7, and
2.
an 8.
That is a whole lot. So the bit of clay that like is very moldable just gets shot at this creature, and the sheer speed at which it travels and it impacts this individual, everything with enough speed will become a deadly weapon. So this bit of clay just catches so much force that it impacts the creature right on the beak. It kind of like, you see that the bit of clay just kind of like gets shredded, just disappears almost from view, but the beak of this creature just dislocates almost to the side of what would be this creature's face, the top of the beak. So it is heavily damaged. It is very much bloodied. It is in single digits. That was a big hit.
Yeah. And what I'm going to do besides that is you're going to see that strangely within everything that is happening, he is grabbing his book, but he didn't really look at it. But you can see that the book pages are kind of flipping themselves towards like the correct pages, and it kind of lands on a page that within a mix of almost the ink or something coming out of the book with a bit of light that starts enveloping Vrana's arm. He's going to regain with his bonus action his spell slot.
Nice. Very cool. Amazing. Anything else in your
See
turn?
all of that happening. Nope.
Great. It is the Greek's turn. It is going to attempt, it's kind of heavily damaged, but it's going to still try and focus on the character right in front of it. So it's going to slash a tentacle at you, Kiss. That would be a 7 to hit.
Nope.
Very fitting. Yeah, it's completely messed up with this huge blow it just took, and the tentacle just like embeds itself on the wall. Because it does that, it cannot follow through with the second attack. It is now the zombie's turn. Oh, actually, the Greek might do something. Survival instincts are going to kick in, I think, for the creature. And it is going to climb up for 7 feet. It technically leaves your reach, Kiss. So you technically do get an attack of opportunity as it's trying to hang from the ceiling.
Don't mind me if I do. No, that's a 7.
A 7 does miss. So it is going to go, let's say, 10 feet up and then 15, 20, 25, and then 5 more. So this creature is technically about 8 feet up in the air, 10 feet up in the air. Still kind of looking down towards you. This brings us to the zombie's turn. This zombie is going to try and break this thing. And it's going to, this is not what I want. This. So the AC of this table is 15. Let's see if the zombie can hit it with a 15. So just meets it, and it's going to do some damage to it. It does 4 points of damage. The table seems to be resisting, but it is not a it is not a high quality table, so it might go anytime now. You just hear more noise as these zombies are trying to like get themselves into this place, but can't because there is a massive table in the way. So all the zombies are actually going to just lose their turn as they try to get through. And they can't because they can't coordinate enough because they're zombies. Kiss, that brings us up to you.
So the thingy is 10 feet in the air, you said.
Correct. And Rika, it'll be your turn next.
Kiss is gonna actually try to do the same thing that he did with the spider. He's gonna take out, like unravel the whip from his belt, and he's gonna try to aim to, I suppose, one of the tentacles to wrap the whip around it and drag the creature down.
Sure. So roll to hit without doing that, because you're not trying to do damage, you're just trying to pull it down, right?
Yeah.
So roll to hit.
That's an 8.
You go to hit. You go for the kind of like wrap around, but the creature just kind of recoils its tentacle at the last second, and then just keeps sort of moving. You do have a bonus action.
I don't know if I can attack twice with the whip as well.
You cannot. You would have to have a second whip if you wanted to.
No. Sadly, I do not. So
I pull out my second whip.
my second whip.
My secondary whip.
Jack the whip. What else? What can I do with a bonus action, actually?
Not much.
That's a very good question. Yeah, not much, I assume.
You can throw a dagger if you have one, I think. Oh no!
I
Only
was
if you...
there was already a weapon swap, so trying to do a second.
Oh
weapon
yeah,
swap.
there you go. There you go.
But you could potentially, yeah, eventually, yeah, if you.
Bonus action to weapon fighting. No. I don't have anything. I think Kiss is just gonna move to the center of the room.
Great.
And then that's it.
Amazing. Rika, that brings us down to you.
Yeah. She's just gonna try again, but as she aims, she tries to pull Vrana a little next to her, like away from the creature.
Sure.
And then she tries to hit. Oh god, fuck.
As you got a pretty good shot, but you're trying to like push Vrana out of the way and put him behind you, kind of situation. And you're like at the last second, your arrow, like as Vrana's moving like to the back of you, just his shoulder just impacts your elbow, and your shot just goes slightly amiss. But yes, it kind of embeds itself on the ceiling. Anything else you'd like to do?
I have 2 weapon fighting, but I mean,
You got a bow out, otherwise, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I'll allow it. I'll allow you to like just kind of like really quickly throw a dagger if you want. If you have a dagger, you should have. You all have daggers.
It actually doesn't look like I have one.
Oh my god! Someone starts without daggers. That's weird.
Oh no!
I know. Well, then in that case, I'm afraid. Yeah. Sorry. Great. That then brings us to Vrana. Here's your turn.
Okay, tell me something. The monster is on the ceiling, right?
Yeah, about 10 feet up in the air.
Okay. So at that point, I'm going to back away a little bit. Not on this computer, on the other one. I'm going to back away a little bit, and I'm going to extend my my arm into like the sorts of energy that that kind of is absorbed from the book. On one hand, kind of starts spiraling towards the other, and you've seen this as the fingertips start looking a bit reddish and smoky, and I'm going to throw a firebolt at the guy.
Go for it.
So it is a... Okay, let me see. 6. It's a 13.
13 just misses. You shoot the firebolt, and the creature kind of just about sees it, kind of recognizes the patterns of your moves, and the last time you did that, it really hurt it. So, like, again, survival instinct just kind of like dodges out of the way instinctively, and the firebolt just burns against the ceiling.
Okay, so yeah. Yeah, there's not much I can do. I'm just going to get like closer or even further away, let's say.
Great.
And I'm going to just get... Yeah, oh no, but because there are zombies here. Well, I'm going to stay put. I'm going to stay right where I am.
I like to think that Varana moved towards the table and then was like, nope.
Yeah,
The
that's precisely what happened. I went... so here's okay, this is Dark Corridor. I don't like it. That table has zombies, and that one has a monster. I'm going to stay where I am.
Right. In that case, that brings us to the Greek's turn. And the Greek's going to move across the ceiling towards where Rika is. I'm going to put it there, but technically it's above Rika. It's just so we all can see it. And it's going to move within reach and try to hit you, Rika, with Tentacle. Rolls an 8. It is rolling absolutely shite. So yeah, it kind of moves towards you, goes with the tentacle, and you just kind of bash it with the bow to the side. So it can't do anything else. It moves 10. Well, it moves 5, 10, 15 down. It is going to try and leave back up, so going to move 5 feet up, and you get an attack of opportunity if you want.
Yes.
You can roll with a bow. It will be at disadvantage technically because it is like in close. It is in melee range, basically.
If I have attack of opportunity, can I also make that with a short sword?
Interesting, because technically the short sword is not out.
Yeah, no.
It would be like an action. So you can try. Well, you can either do an attack of opportunity with a bow, or you can try to stab it with an arrow, which will be an improvised weapon.
Oh yeah, I can try to stab it with an arrow. But then what do I roll?
Improvised weapon. You roll. Roll me a strength. So strength plus your proficiency. Let me check that. Improvised weapon. Just checking if you roll with proficiency. I think you roll with proficiency. Just not. Improvised weapon 5e. So yeah, roll me with your strength check with proficiency.
This 18.
18 does hit. So roll me a d4, which is the damage of improvised weapons.
4.
4 points of damage. Great. Yeah, just as it's moving out of the way, you're kind of reloading your bow and just stab it in with the arrow. 4 points of
Question.
damage. Hello.
I have the whip out, which has a reach of 10 feet. Would I also get an attack of opportunity? from it
Actually,
moving?
yes, you
Mm.
would.
I'm gonna
So go for
try.
it.
No, I'm gonna put this dice in dice jail. That's a no. That's a no. I'm not even gonna say the
You-
number. It's just a no.
Right. That brings us to the zombies. This one is going to attempt to break this table. With that, it definitely does. The table bursts through, and these zombies start moving. Just kind of charge into room 5, 10, and then 5, 10, 15,
Uh-oh.
5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10.
Oh, there are more. Oh,
There are 4 of them. Yes, the first one doesn't get attacks because it used its action to break the table. However, the other 3 will get attacks. I'm going to roll a d6 on 1 to 3. It will go for Vrana. On 4 to 6.
by the way,
will go to.
do I get an
Yes.
attack of opportunity for the one that passed by me?
Yeah, sure, you do. Yeah.
But do I want to? No, I do not. Sorry. I was just checking. Sorry.
Sure. That was a 5, so that one's going to be to kiss.
Yeah. I want to know my rights, not act on them.
That is a 21 to hit.
Ooh, yeah, the hits.
For
I'm
4
going
points
to
of
use
damage.
silvery barbs on that one.
Is it just a reroll?
Yeah, it's a reaction. It's a reroll basically, and takes the lowest one.
It rolls a 10 on the reroll.
There you go.
Who are you giving advantage to?
To kiss.
I believe this is the first time on stream that we see silvery barbs.
Yeah, it should be. So basically, what happens is as the zombie is going to attack, everyone very clearly, not sees but like senses something fly through, something golden white and very shiny fly through. And as that happens, you can almost hear a very loud near the zombie that was almost attacking, and he gets thrown out. And in the trail that you almost see this thing fly through, but you're not really sure if you do. It just leaves a trail of white feathers on his way that gently start to not permeating Kiss's body, but sort of like gently landing on Kiss's body.
Nice. So that would be. Oh, I can rename that one now. So that'll be C done. Then A is going to attack the only one that can, which is Kiss, for a 15 to hit.
Just hits. It meets
Okay.
the armor class.
Good. For 2 points of bludgeoning damage. And then B, I'm going to roll a d6 again. It's a 2, so it is going to attack Vrana.
Yeah.
That is a 13 to hit.
Just hits.
Okay. For 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
As these like a scene out of a horror film, the table kind of like bursts through, and these zombies just like crawl in, like Shaun of the Dead style, and just start like trying to slam at people, and they catch Kiss once, and they catch Vrana once, and then the situation suddenly became a lot direr. We go back to Kiss. Rike, you're on deck.
Yeah, Kiss is gonna swap back to their double-bladed scimitar, and they're just gonna start swinging.
Go for it.
You have advantage on the first one.
Advantage on the first one.
Certainly do.
Thank you very much. Oh
Anyway,
my
you started
god.
blasting.
That was a
Yeah.
1 and a 9 that turns into a
Oh.
14.
14 does hit.
Oh,
There you go.
Jesus.
Zombies are not hard to hit. They're hard to kill. They're not hard to hit.
And that is a 7 points of slashing damage.
For which one? Sorry, which letter?
I don't see the letters.
Oh, yes, you don't. Sorry. Actually, you should
Yeah.
see the letters.
Yeah, we don't.
Ah, you now should see some letters.
Yeah, we do see some letters now.
Okay.
need to
I
remember
was
the-
hitting D.
You were hitting D. Great. How many points of damage was that? Sorry.
7, and I am actually gonna use my bonus action to do a quick second wind,
Nice.
which is a 1d10. Do I have d10s? I do have d10s.
1d10 plus your fighter level.
That was utter shit.
Did you roll a 1?
That's a 4.
Oh, well. Could be worse. Could be 3. Anything else on your turn, Kiss?
Distraction, bonus action. Don't really want to move.
Mm-hmm. You definitely don't want to move.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I'm gonna stay put.
Rika, you're up. And Vrana, you're on deck.
Yeah.
So I assume the creature above me is too far for close combat, right?
It is too far from melee, yes.
Yeah.
But definitely within reach of your bow.
Nice. I'm still gonna aim for that one first. So with a bow, take my bow out. Let's see. Are these dice cursed?
Well,
What's your
That's
roll?
14.
14 is the armor class of this creature.
there you go.
Rolled a 13 last time. I was like, oh, it's just 1 away.
Okay.
Yeah,
Come
roll damage for
on,
that.
kill
All
it.
right. Fucking finally.
Come on.
6.
Great. Yeah, you shoot your arrow, and you see that it goes through it goes through the mouth of the creature, and suddenly, kind of, the body all slumps down, but the arrow keeps it like standing, keeps it like attached to the ceiling.
Yes.
As the arrow completely goes through the skull of this creature, and suddenly it's all like flumped down, tentacles down, but the creature is dead.
Like a mosquito.
Yeah, basically. It had 3 hit points left. So
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice. Anything else on your turn?
She keeps her bow in hand and just sighs as she watches the army of zombies come in.
The army of the dead. Great. So next turn is Vrana.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is okay. Since I have a zombie kind of right in front of me,
Indeed.
I'm going to try and do something a bit weird, but you do tell me. I'm guessing him or it being mostly immobile and with his more kind of almost falling or something along those lines. I'm going to try and to a bit of flesh that is, or flesh or bone or something that is almost an object, I would say. Try to catapult it into himself.
Sure. So you're casting catapult. I'll
Yeah,
allow
but yeah, I was just painting a picture.
yeah, definitely. I was like, where's this going? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll allow it. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's dexterity save. 14.
Oh, those are not good.
I imagine so.
But that was pretty good. That was a 15. On
Oh
save.
no!
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
well,
with
I
the
tried.
You kind of like try to get the focus onto the bodily part of the creature, but I'm gonna say that like because you're surrounded and like the turns they're gonna take, all that movement just kind of like pulls you off, and the spell doesn't go off.
Yeah. I mean, I could try. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, and I'm going to risk it all, but whatever. I have no hit points. I'm going to try just move here. Just move a little bit to the right, to the left.
That will be 2 attacks of opportunity.
Oh, okay. I'm not considered in range of the other one.
It's a tricky one because it's like a corner. I'll say just attack of opportunity from one of them. If you'd moved up, then it would be the second one.
That's why I kind of chose
So
the spot.
attack of opportunity from one of them. It is an 8 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
So it goes awry as they just try to slam you with their fist and miss. Great. Anything else on your turn?
Nope. That is it.
That brings us to the first zombie, which is over here. Is going to try us. Well, this creature is dead technically. So let's do that. And then, D is going to try and attack you, Kiss. That is a natural 20.
Sure.
So
that's a what? Sorry.
That's a natural 20.
Yeah, I'm going to silvery barbs that one as well. Sorry,
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, no. I was. Yeah. For a second, I was just watching a movie. No, I'm going to do that. Yeah.
That would be turned into a 14 to hit.
Armor class is 15.
There you go.
Nice. Who's getting the advantage?
Kiss again.
Great. Cool. So that misses. Then we're going to go to C. Who's going to kind of like try and follow through Vrana. It's kind of just focused on you because you tried to leave. That would be a 23 to hit.
Oh, no.
22, sorry, to hit. For 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm still in.
Which is the max damage it can do, by the way. That's the one attack. Then that brings us to A, who's going to attack Eucus, or at least try. With a 15 to hit.
Just hits.
Yep, for 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And finally, B is going to try and hit you. That's very good round of rolling for me. 17 to hit.
Yep.
For 2 points of bludgeoning damage. Things turns very dire this round.
No.
As we go back to Kiss, it is your turn.
I was trying to think how to describe the fact that they're bloody right now. How do the zombies attack? Are they like punches? They're bludgeoning
damage. They're punches,
damage.
Yeah, okay. It's punch.
So Kiss doesn't look good, but they never look good, so it's only a bit hard to gauge. So advantage. For the first attack, they're still gonna attack D with advantage, and that's a 14 to hit. I keep rolling shit.
It hits. 14 hits.
That's a 6 points of slashing damage.
Nice. That cut definitely left a mark. I should say that all these zombies are wearing the same kind of clothing. In fact, they're wearing like replicas of the tunics. Definitely something going on there. 6 points, you kind of a big cut. Definitely makes a big gash. Although Actually, no. Sorry, this zombie is now dead because this.
Okay.
When I restarted the encounter, it kind of didn't account for that. So, so that first damage definitely makes damage towards it. So this one is dead. You kind of like you cut the head off, essentially, of this one with your first attack, and then you turn around to do your second.
And then I'm gonna like use the momentum of the attack to spin 180 degrees and attack C, which also gives me advantage, I think, because I'm
It
flanking with
certainly
Bron.
does.
Yep.
And that's an 18, which is better.
There you go.
And that's just 4 points of slashing damage.
Nice. So yeah, you just see a head gets chopped off, and then you turn around, slash it in. Anything else on your turn?
That's mostly it. I definitely don't want to move.
Great. That brings us to Rika.
She's can she take her short swords out?
Yeah, definitely.
There you go.
So yeah, she disposes of a bow and takes both short swords out and tries to aim both at the same time at the legs of the zombie in front of her, like see.
Of C. Yeah, I will give you flanking advantage because that zombie is pretty much surrounded and doesn't have anywhere to go. So roll with advantage.
Hold on. I'm trying to find the advantage button once again.
It's right click on whatever you want to roll. And
Oh,
you can
right.
roll with advantage.
Ooh.
19 and
Nice.
the other one 14.
Well, both of them are going to hit, but yeah, 19 does definitely hits.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
roll your
So
damage.
damage is 9
Nice.
and
2.
9.
Yeah, technically you need to roll again to hit, basically, because it's 2 attacks.
Oh
and
yeah,
you're
but
rolling
I
both with
rolled again.
advantage. Oh, okay. Sorry. My bad. Yeah. Good. So 9 and 9. So I need to do something here. As you kind of slash both legs off, the creature kind of like slumps down, and then it seems like it's about to fall down completely dead. You do really good damage on this, but just kind of the last moment just puts its hands on the floor and just rises back up with its undead fortitude ability. So it is back up to 1 hit point. Anything else on your turn?
Not really. Just worriedly looking at the situation.
That, you know what, is very fair.
Worrying is a free action.
Vrana, it is your go.
Okay. Being extremely bloody than with this guy right in front of me. And there not being too much that I can do. I'm going to very firmly grab my book and try to stomp him. Like try to get his maw off.
We're back at the book. The book of Bonk.
Yeah, the book of Bonk.
Go for it. Roll for it. With advantage.
With advantage. Great. I do need it. So that is an 18.
An 18 does hit.
And that's a 1d8
Please kill a zombie with a book.
For a
Like a roach.
for 1 point of damage.
I will let you know that it has 1 hit point. So
Yes.
it needs to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no!
and it rolls a 9. So it technically the DC was 6 because it's 5 plus 1.
Yeah.
So it like you could kind of like completely throw the jaw away. Rika, you have to kind of dodge this like jaw that's flying through the air, but it does kind of come back with 1 hit point. Unfortunately.
No.
Anything else in your turn?
Yeah, the book, you can see that it is shining quite a bit, and it's going to like the same spiraling of shadow and golden light comes towards me to regain a spell slot, but I'm going to like try and cover myself with the book, just like help.
Nice. That brings us back to the zombies. The first one is actually just going to attack the one that just did massive damage to it. So it's going to try and attack Rika for a 12 to hit. 11 to hit, actually.
Misses.
Great. Slams its fist, or tries to slam its fist against you. Misses. A is going to try and go for Kiss for a 14 to hit.
Misses.
You kind of just move out of the way, dodge it. Final one is going to Kiss as well for a 21 to hit.
Jesus. Yes, it is.
Yeah, so it is going to roll damage. And it rolls. So my math is not right. So 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Great.
It's
You're
fine.
all right?
Everything is fine.
All right.
Everything's fine. We go back to the top to Kiss.
Sorry, just a second. I'm just double checking stuff since I am on the brink of death.
We can get them this turn,
What can I do to save me?
surely.
No, I was just checking for. I think I do have advantage on death saving throw, but I don't know.
I believe you do, yes.
Uh,
I'll check that whilst you take your turn.
I could drink a potion, but potions are expensive, and they can die in this turn. Yeah, can they?
Yeah, just kill them. It's the best defense.
Yeah. Kiss is going to, because drinking a potion is a bonus action or a sec.
Yeah, we're going to go
action?
with bonus action. If you're
Yeah.
drinking it yourself, it's a bonus action. If you're making someone else drink, it's an action.
Makes sense. What would Keith do? Yeah, now he's gonna drink a potion, which is, where's my inventory? Potion.
+4.
24 plus
All
2.
that, yeah.
Nice, double 4. So it's
Nice.
10 points back.
Nice.
Got every single drop out of that juice box.
There you go.
Literally.
And I'm gonna. How do I deal? I'm gonna check that later. And it's gonna use his action to attack
Who you
B, I guess, because they have C under control. It's fine.
Go
I-
for it.
Wrong.
Roll to attack
I
me.
don't have advantage anymore, right?
You do not.
That's a natural 20
That
That's
does hit.
nice.
Double the
for
dice.
total 25. So it's 4d4. Do I have 4d4?
Ooh.
I have only 3. It's fine. I'm gonna reroll 1. So it's nice. Nice.
There we
8,
go.
11, 14, 17 points of slashing damage.
17. Wow.
What?
Fucking
That
obliteration.
was the B, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna say that you like slash at the like neck of this creature, and the head is like hanging by a thread.
Oh.
But it is still up. But that was a hit and a half. Like blood is splattering everywhere, getting on the other zombies, getting on you. But yeah, it's very close to death.
Good one.
Yeah, I rolled 2 4s and 2 3s. It was nice.
Nice.
And that was my bonus action. My action.
Your bonus action was to drink. Your action was to attack.
drink. Yes. And just gonna stay here because I'm giving advantage to people.
Yeah, Rika, it is your go.
So since the zombie is almost dead, instead of slashing at it, can I perhaps do DM?
Yes. Go on.
Can I either do something with strength, as in the plan is to take the zombie by the neck and slam it into the wall?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I will count that as an attack, and it will be kind of like a flavoring more than anything.
Nice.
So roll me an attack with your short sword, for example.
Yes.
Which we'll use the
Oof, 22.
22 does hit. I will say it's got 1 hit point. So what's your strength modifier?
+1.
In fact, I'm going to say that you roll the short sword damage, and we'll just flavor it that it's actually you are smashing it against the wall.
That's a 6.
6 points of damage. So it needs to roll an 11 for the undead first. It rolls an 8. So what do you do with this creature once you like have him?
She squeezes an egg, but not hard enough that the head pops off. And she uses all her strength to slam him against the clay wall and kind of press him in there. So you kind of see this zombie shatter its face against the wall, and the rest of it just slumps down.
Nice. A little bit like you kind of slam against the wall. There's like blood splattered across the wall at the back of it. Some of it gets on you. So like it's really like a blood shower, basically where Kiss and Rika are at the moment, because this is happening at the same time as the decapitation, or like the near decapitation. So it's Vrana's very happy not to be here with the white jacket, let's say.
Somewhere in the back here, Mommy and Daddy are helping.
Yeah.
That was your attack. That was your action. Anything else on your bonus action?
That was it. No bonus action.
Great. Amazing. So that brings us to Vrana. Here's your go.
Yes. So, okay, the one. Yeah, I see it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, feeling fully reinvigorated by that performance, I'm going to stay right where I am, and because I feel protected. And yeah, I'm going to just throw a firebolt at B.
Nice.
Sure. Let's go for it. So that is a 21.
It hits.
And let's see, it's a 1d10, right? Yeah, there you go. So, where? Oh, there you go. It's a 1 again.
Ouch.
Against B.
Yeah, against B.
Oh man, yeah. I will say that like the firebolt actually impacts it quite well, but the sheer amount of liquid of blood that's like pouring over just kind of like weakens it slightly. So yes, but 1 point of damage is 1 point of damage.
Sure. Just carry on.
Okay, so let's then move on to some stuff. That brings us to the zombies. Zombie A, as my Roll20 just loads. Zombie A, I believe, is oh boy, is within range of only Kiss, right?
Yes.
I can't see the map at the moment. It's just reloading, so I'm just gonna roll for it. That would be an 11 to hit.
That misses.
Great. And B, I'm going to roll a 1d6 to see where it goes. Rika, 1 to 3, Kiss, 4 to 6. It is a 5, so it's going to go for Kiss.
Makes sense. I
with
almost decapitated
But 19 to hit.
it. That hits.
Oof.
7 points of
Ooh.
bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Quite a lot. Yeah. Once again, maximum damage it can do. Its last legs brings us up to Kiss again.
I kind of wanted to flavor it some way, but no, it doesn't make sense. Well, Kiss is just gonna growl in pain, but in frustration because like this happens so quickly, so it basically almost beheads the guy, and the guy hits him back. So it was like,
punches
fuck,
you
I
in the
almost
face.
had him. So it, like growls a little bit and just stab him through the head.
Nice.
Roll
to hit.
See, it's never gonna be as cool as the other one, but it's a 20 to hit.
It hits.
It's a shit, Jesus. It's a math 6 points of slashing damage.
You stab it in the head, goes through the head, through the chest, all the way out the back, and you do see the arms start to kind of like raise as if it's about to come back to life, but the damage is just too much. Drops down to the floor.
There you go.
You needed to roll an 11 on the Constitution saving throw. It rolled a 10.
Ooh.
There you go.
Yeah, you better stay down.
Get it,
And
bitch.
Someone's dead.
and instead of doing his usual thing of flipping his weapon around and be all dexterity and shit, it's just gonna lift whatever part of the body is still attached to his weapon and and hit the other zombie with it.
Nice.
Like a club.
Yeah,
Bonk.
There's a head that hits the zombie guy.
Hitting a
Roll to hit,
motherfucker with
please.
another motherfucker. That's a 14 to hit.
Hits.
I don't know what to roll for damage, just normal weapon attack.
Oh, just normal 1d4, yeah.
Okay. So that's 7 points.
Nice.
Ooh.
It's 1d4 plus dex, yeah. Yeah, nice. Anything else on your turn? As you just kind of move in, slash it to the side.
Can I circle it without getting attack of opportunity?
Yes, you certainly can, because there's a zombie that is dead currently here, so you can move this way.
Yeah, I'm just I wanna go to to this corner, so I kind of give advantage to the next person to attack.
You can move. Yeah, because you'll move 10 feet that way and then 5 feet this way. So all good. Yeah, you can definitely move. Great. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
I'm just gonna clear house here so that it becomes a bit more clearer what we're facing. Great, Rika, it is your turn.
She jumps through the puddles of blood now on the floor. Gets in close to the other zombie and then slashes twice.
Roll with
through
advantage.
the torso. with advantage.
Yes. Both attacks with advantage, so roll 4 times technically.
Ooh.
That's a 9 and a 23 to hit.
23 is going to hit.
Um.
The 9 is going to hit as well, by the way. So
Really? What?
their AC is 8.
That's a 10
What?
and a 10.
A 10 and a 10. Great. 20 points of damage altogether.
Nice.
So it technically that goes through the hit points because I had 15. But it needs to roll a undead fortitude. It does need a natural 20 for this because it can't roll higher than 25.
It would be fucking insane.
It would be.
Rika, how do you want to do this?
Hey!
Hey, let's go.
She completely coats herself in more blood as she jumps through the puddles. And she slashes her first sword through the chest, leaving a gaping hole, and the other she uses to hack off one leg to see it crumble on the floor, and then she stomps on it for good measure.
Nice. Yeah, and you just move in, slash, stump on the leg, and then the body kind of drops to the floor. And as you kind of like the three of you just take a moment, two of you drenched in blood at this point. There's body parts everywhere. There's zombie pieces everywhere. There's a creature hanging from the ceiling held by an arrow. And as you just kind of like take a fucking breather, your kind of earring just adjusts back to this incessant chanting that's just going on, carrying on. And for the moment, there doesn't seem to be any threat. For the moment, this location is safe. And that, my friends, so we're going to leave it for this week. Running a bit over time, but there was a big encounter that they got even bigger. But it's all done. We got through it. And yeah, thank you so much, first of all, to my wonderful players for throwing themselves in like they did. And thank you all for watching and listening and participating. It's really nice to just see people having a laugh with us. We will be back next week, same time, 7:30 GMT. And yeah, we look forward to seeing all of you back in here. And hope you have a wonderful week. And then see you later.
Yeah. Bye.